So mga ka-business, ano ang dapat mong gagawin once you receive the preliminary tax assessment notice from the BIR examiner? And pwede ba ikaw mag-request ng protest doon sa preliminary tax assessment? And what is the difference between reconsideration and reinvestigation? Hello mga ka-business! Nandito naman po ako para ipagpatuloy ko yung naging topic natin nung nakaraang vlog regarding sa letter of authority. Now, let's say lahat na ng mga documents ay naibigay nyo na sa BIR and then the BIR examiner already check and audit all the documents that you have given to them. Then, the BIR examiner will issue a preliminary assessment notice. But before that, I want to thank all my subscribers and all who watch my vlog. And doon po sa mga hindi pa po nakasubscribe, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button para po palagi kayo ma-update sa mga videos ko na i-upload. So mga ka-business, now that the BIR has finished checking all your documents and they come up with their assessment, they will give you their findings as their preliminary tax assessment. So, once you receive your tax assessment, ano ba dapat ang iyong gagawin? It's either you will protest or you will accept it and paid it fully. But if you will protest the said tax assessment, you have the right to make a letter of request. Either you will ask for reconsideration or reinvestigation. So, what is the difference of reconsideration and reinvestigation? Ang reconsideration is you will just ask or request to the BIR examiner to reevaluate the tax assessment that they have given you or they have assessed. Kasi po, pwede po tayo mag-request for reconsideration. So wala po kayong ibibigay na any documents or any other documents para sa kanila doon sa request nyo na reconsideration. But if you have found out that you have additional evidences, documents na evidence doon sa tax assessment nila, then you can request for reinvestigation. So once you requested for reinvestigation, all the documents that will prove to that tax assessment, then you have to give it to the BIR examiner, and then the BIR examiner will reinvestigate it again and check if it will justify doon sa nyo po, sa kini-question nyo or pinapa-reinvestigate ninyo. So now, upon receiving the preliminary assessment notice, dapat the BIR will give you a 15 days grace period to reply to the preliminary tax assessment. Kasi kung hindi po kayo magre-reply doon sa 15 days na grace period na binigay sa inyo ng BIR examiner, then the BIR examiner will issue the final assessment notice. So ano po ba yung final assessment notice? Pag sinabi mo na final assessment notice, You don't have the right to protest. You don't have the right to request any reconsideration or re-investigation. So, dapat within 15 days, kung may plan ikaw na mag-protest, then do it. Kasi kung hindi nyo po gagawin yan within 15 days, then the BIR will issue the final assessment notice. So, yung final assessment notice, whatever the amounts na linagay doon sa assessment nila, you have to pay it either partial or fully. So, kung babayaran mo na siya, you will use the BIR Form 0605 as form of payment. So, tatandaan po natin, once na dumating yung tax assessment, you have to decide within 15 days kung magpo-protest kayo or you will accept it fully. Okay? So, para you will have the time to check and to think if it is correct or not. So, lahat yun na sinabi ko kanina, tatandaan nyo po yun. Dapat palagi nyong bibigyan ng importansya, mga kabisnes, ang lahat-lahat na binibigay sa inyo na kung ano man yung kailangan nyong gawin para hindi po kayo magkaroon ng problema later. So, mga kabisnes, once you have paid fully the assessment that the BIR examiner assists you, then you have the right to request for the cancellation of your letter of authority. Show the proof of payments, which is the BIR form number 0605, that you have paid the assessment fully. Para po para po katibayan na natapos na, nabayaran nyo na yung assessment doon sa letter of authority to examine that they issued to you. So, dapat wag nyo po yung kakalimutan, once you paid fully the assessment, then request for the cancellations of the letter of authority. And take note, guys, ito pa pala, once you have letter of authority to examine, you are no longer allowed to amend or correct all your taxes that you have filed and paid. So once you have the letter of authority, the BIR will not honor the amendment or the corrections that you have made once you accepted or once the BIR issued you a letter of authority. That's why, if I were you, mga ka-business, once you have a corrections or kailangan i-amend because may correction kayo, dapat gawin nyo agad. Huwag nyo nang antayin na isyuhan pa kayo ng letter of authority, and then that's the time you will check kung may mga errors, may mga kulang, or may mga sobra na binayad, or may nakalimutan kayong i-file or ibayad. You will amend it. No, the BIR will no longer accept it. So kung ano yung final nyo at binayad nyo before the letter of authority to examine, then that would be their basis. So, yun ang dapat yung tatandaan pa rin, mga ka-business, na kung ano po yung mga corrections nyo or kung ano po yung mga kailangan nyong i-correct or i-amend, do it right away. Okay? So, some of you guys are asking, or all of us as mga ka-business, syempre nag-iisip tayo kung paano tayo makakaiwas sa letter of authority to examine or rather to assess ng BIR. So, dapat tatandaan natin na we have to pay the taxes correctly and we have to pay the taxes on time para po maiwasan ang anuman penalties or assessment from the BIR. Kasi po, sayang po nung nung ibabayad natin doon sa penalties, assessment from the BIR. So, para maiwasan natin, always remember, pay the right taxes and pay the taxes on time. Okay? And then, always update your books of accounts and update your recordings. Okay? Para wala po kayo magiging problema at the end. So mga ka-business, hanggang dito na lang po muna ang topic natin. Natapos na po natin i-discuss yung sa letter of authority and then the tax assessment. Sana po napulutan niyo ulit ng karagdagang kaalaman sa pagninegosyo, especially po pagdating sa mga obligations natin, sa legalities natin, or kailangan natin bayaran at gawin sa pagdating sa BIR. So, sana po napulutan nyo ng karagdagang kaalaman and na maliwanag po na nai-discuss ko po sa inyo. So, mga ka-business, salamat po sa inyong panonood. Hanggang dito na lang. I hope we are all safe and we are all healthy. Goodbye and God bless.